going on, Maradians? Today I'm going to be telling you about my first ever casino experience. But first, I'm going to start with the events leading up to it. So it was Mother's Day. And for those of you that don't know, I work in the service industry. I'm a goddamn stallion on the dining room floor. You guys know how it goes. I go in, I make $5 million in 3 hours, and then I piece the fuck out. Mother's Day is the busiest day of the entire year in the restaurant industry, at least in my given restaurant. I worked all the way till 10:30. I was the last employee at the restaurant. It was an alright night. I made a good amount of coin, but I was there for a while. But anyway, we were celebrating one of our co-workers' birthdays. This girl, V, she turned 25. So we decided to go to the bar, and when I got out of work, it was about 10:30. That's when we headed over to the bar. A couple of my buddies on the way to the bar puffed the Magic Dragon. It was this shit called Fat Cat, 32% THC, some intense shit. But ever since I got my wisdom teeth taken out about a month ago, I didn't want to get dry socket. And you're not supposed to smoke after you get your wisdom teeth taken out, so I didn't. I followed the instructions like a good little boy. And since then, I haven't. It's been like a month and a half, and I'm off the devil's lettuce, off the marijuana. So I used to smoke some big ones on my back porch and take that backseat ride to heaven, but I haven't done that shit in a while. And I'm trying to keep the streak going, so I didn't puff the Fat Cat, even though it was 32 THC. It would have left me illiterate, basically brain dead, because I haven't smoked for a month and a half. I would have been a fucking newbie. I wouldn't have been able to even make coherent sentences to like communicate with people at the bar, and I wanted to have fun at the bar, so I didn't want to be absolutely plastered out of my goddamn gourd. Anyway, so I get there and there's a ton of coworkers there, like there's 10 of us there, but really I'm hanging out in the sector of my two buddies, Danny and Mooney. So I want to get buy them drinks on me because I just made a fat stack on Mother's Day, and I felt like treating them. So I got 2 shots of Maker's Mark. Other buddy got Buffalo Trace on the rocks just because he wanted to try it. He ended up hating it, and it was pretty expensive. So I had to just take that one on the chin and pay for his Buffalo Trace that he didn't even finish. So me and my buddy Danny, we slammed that Maker's Mark shot, and then I got a Coors Light and he got a Miller Lite. I'm not a big Miller Lite guy, but I think Coors Light's pretty good. I'm trying to watch my calories right now because if I don't, I'm going to blow up and start looking like Nick Walker on the fucking goddamn Arnold Classic stage, like a big-bodied motherfucker. So the Maker's Mark and Coors Light mix had me kind of tipsy out of my goddamn gills. So I wasn't trying to get too crazy because I still wanted to communicate with people. So the whole bar situation was just kind of drinking, having fun with the friends. It was this girl's birthday, so we cut a cake for her and everything like that. I paid my tab. I paid another. I had 2 tabs for some reason running, so I ended up paying like $80 at this bar, but that's fucking nothing to Matt Marauder. You guys know I got money falling out of my ass, so it was no big deal. So now we get to the casino stories.
I think I want my money back. What are you gonna do, strong arm me? I think that you got the wrong impression about me. I think in all fairness, I should explain to you exactly what it is that I do. For instance, tomorrow morning I'll get up nice and early, take a walk down over to the bank and walk in and see you, and if you don't have my money for me, I'll
crack your fucking head wide open in front of everybody in the bank.
So a couple of my coworkers wanted to go to the casino, and I had never been before. I've never been to a casino. I don't like the idea of it. I've never been in a position where I had to go to a casino or anything like that. So I'm kind of a newbie. I don't really get the whole hype around casinos. So my buddy Danny was going to go with the rest of our coworkers to the casino, and me and Mooney were going to hang back and just drive home because at that point it was already 12:30 at night, and I'm trying to prioritize my sleep for maximum gains in the gymnasium. I don't like getting a minimal amount of sleep because then the next day at my workout, I can't just throw concrete around like I normally do. I have to fucking lollygag and take my time and not go to failure. And for those of you that know Matt Marauder, I go to absolute failure on every set I ever do in the gym, no matter what day it is. Fucking, it could be a Monday, I'm going to absolute failure on my legs. It could be a Saturday, I'm fucking torching the shit out of my back, making it look like I got irrigation systems running down my back with the crevices in between my goddamn laterozoid muscles. So anyway, the girl whose birthday we were celebrating stole my buddy Mooney's keys when he wasn't paying attention. She stole his car keys. And then she went to the casino without us. We went at separate times. She took an Uber to the casino. We were still at the bar. All of a sudden, me and my buddy Mooney are walking back to our cars, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, she has your fucking car keys. That means we have to go to the casino at that point, even though it was already 12:30 in the fucking morning. We call our buddy Danny up. He comes back and picks us up. He's our designated drunk driver. He drives us to the casino. He's like running people over. He's fucking breaking the speed limit. He's going over curbs. He's running red lights. I mean, it was a fucking disaster, but we made it to the casino safe and sound. We get in there. It's a fucking luxury palace. It's this Encore Casino in Everett, Massachusetts. Everett itself as a town is kind of a cesspool, but the Encore Casino, I'll tell you what, you walk in there, it's like you're walking into a fucking palace. And I'm pretty sure a lot of casinos are like that. I've only been in this one, but it's a fairly new casino, and it was fucking beautiful inside. But once you get into the actual casino area, it's a goddamn travesty. It's the most depressing, corrupt, gross, weird feeling, ominous backroom, degenerate, Asian, fat people, dimly lit place in the entire fucking world. It was so depressing. And the second I walk in, I see 3 fucking blobs sitting on the slot machine pressing the goddamn thing. They were by the front door when I walked in. When I walked out, I checked to see if it was the same people still there. You're damn right. 2 hours later, the same people were there. I walk into the casino with my buddy Danny. My other buddy Mooney, who's got his car keys stolen, he goes to find the girl that took his car keys. But I'm with Danny right now. He goes to the bar with me. He orders me 2 Budweisers. So I'm double fisting Budweisers. I've never had a Budweiser before. I'm pretty big into getting the same exact beers every time I go out. I either get a Blue Moon, a Coors Light, or a fucking Sam Adams Summer Ale. If you've never had Sam Adams Summer Ale, it's fucking phenomenal. I highly recommend trying it. The first time I had it is when I watched Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in theaters. I had a fucking 32-ounce glass of Sam Summer Ale, and I got absolutely buzzed out of my tree while I was watching fucking talking apes and gorillas in movie format. So I'm double fisting these Budweisers in the goddamn casino. I get 1 down, I get 2 down. I'm tipsy because if you don't know, Budweiser's got the highest alcohol content, I'm pretty sure, of any beer. It's 5%. So I was feeling pretty tipsy. It tasted pretty good. And we're just walking around the casino, and it was just a fucking maze, man. You could get lost in that place for hours. There's no windows. It's dimly lit. There's no clocks anywhere. You look at the ceiling, it's just a bunch of fucking construction pipes. But everything else on the surface level is like bright, luminous screens, bright colors, all this bullshit. And I was starving like Marvin. My name might as well have been Marvin. I was praying there was no horses around because I'm so hungry. I would have absolutely incinerated a horse and stored it in my fucking belly for fuel. So after those 2 Budweisers got taken out, I wanted to reunite with my buddy Mooney, who actually did end up getting his car keys back. But at that point, we were so starving, like I just said. We were looking for any restaurant in the casino to have our way with. Now, there was a Shake Shack there, which it wasn't open. But if it was open, I would have absolutely demolished. I would have deleted 2 double fucking Shack burgers from Shake Shack. That's how hungry I was. I hadn't eaten all day. I did a fucking 8-hour shift at the fine dining steakhouse. I didn't eat the whole entire time. Gains were being sacrificed. So I was ready to crush 2 double Shake Shack burgers and a possible fucking milkshake on the side, because you know how I'm coming. I wanted all the calories. I was coming for blood when it came to calorie consumption in that casino. But it was closed, and the only restaurant that was there that was open was a Dunkin' Donuts. So we're walking around this fucking casino for a half hour, getting lost. We're fucking by the craps tables, then we're by the slot machines, then we're by the fucking roulette tables, then we're back by the craps machines. We're like, bro, we're going in circles here. We got to figure it the fuck out. So I end up taking the initiative and asking a bunch of employees where the Dunkin' Donuts was. Like, walk up to these employees. I'm like, hey, if I was a Dunkin' Donuts, where would I be located? And they point me in the direction. I walk that way. There's no fucking Dunkin' Donuts to be found. I find the nearest employee. Hey, where's the Dunkin' Donuts? Points me in another direction. I walk that way. No Dunkin' Donuts. I ended up asking 4 employees to guide me to the fucking Dunkin' Donuts. When I got there wasn't a fucking line, and there was a guy waiting to take my order, so I was hyped. I got a fucking 2 sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant and a blueberry muffin. The blueberry muffin came out first. Originally, I wanted to eat the blueberry muffin after the 2 double sausage, egg, and cheese croissants. Not double. What am I fucking saying? Originally, I wanted to eat the blueberry muffin after the sausage, egg, and cheese croissants. It's like a dessert, but since I was so starving, since the blueberry muffin came out first, I just went hung, and in 3 bites incinerated that goddamn thing. Then when the 2 sausage, egg, and cheeses are ready, I mean, you can ask my buddy Danny. He was talking to me. I took 1 bite out of the sausage, egg, and cheese. He looked over at me. He saw me. I was like, damn, this shit's booming. He looked away. He looked back. Both sausage, egg, and cheeses were gone. It took me a solid 5 seconds to devour them. And I was still hungry, but I didn't want to spend 5 racks at fucking Dunkin' Donuts. So I kept it pushing. Then I went on the slot machines. I put $5 in. Within 30 seconds, no joke, that's not an exaggeration, I won fucking $30. I put $5 in. Within 30 seconds, I was up $25, and then my luck ran out there. I think the casinos do this thing where, like, first time on the slot, you just get a boost of money really quick, so it keeps you on there, and then you slowly lose it. Because that's what happened to me, and it wouldn't surprise me if those scumbags at the casino were doing some shit like that, making you stay at the slot machine by thinking you're gonna win, but you don't actually end up winning. So I went up to $30, and then I casually drained. Within the next 10 minutes, I drained that $30 into $19, and then I cashed out. And I ended up, with a $14 profit at the casino. So I fucking scammed the casino for all the money they had. I felt like I was in the movie Casino when I was in there with Robert De Niro. I felt like the fucking pit boss was going to come up to me on the slots and come at me for making $15 profit on the goddamn slot machine. It was intense. I was literally robbing the casino dry. So me and my buddies ended up cashing out of the casino. We got back down to the garage. My buddy Danny drove me and Mooney back to our cars, and we drove home. By that point, the 2 Budweisers had worn off, so I was good to drive. I was A-okay. I'm a big-bodied individual. I'm 7 feet tall, so gravity brings the alcohol from my stomach out through my pee hole in record time. It's actually very impressive. So I drove home sober. I made sure I wasn't drunk. Otherwise, I would have just copped an Uber, because drunk drivers really fucking infuriate me. Drunk drivers and texting drivers, you can fucking keep it pushing. You deserve to go to hell. But yeah, that's the whole casino story. I don't understand how people get addicted to that shit. It's just sad in there. It's depressing. The people in there look like they're just wasting their life away. Not all of them, obviously, but like 30% of them just look as you would imagine a degenerate gambler looking, and it's very sad to see. And the environment's just off. It feels fake in there. I don't like it. It feels kind of grimy. So I'm probably going to end up going back weekly and losing all the money in my bank account if I'm keeping it honest, because I'm an addict at heart. But, you know, that's my first casino experience. I'll see you guys in the next video when I lose all of my fucking financial prowess in the casino.
I wanted everybody to know that things have changed around here. We had to make an example of these pricks, that the party was over. I'm just curious. I saw you shuffling your checks with your right hand. Can you do that with both hands?
No.
Can't do it with both hands.
No, sir.
Can you do it with your left hand?
Oh, I never tried.
So you're a righty.
Yeah.